Hey guys, thanks for all the crazy responses on all my other videos. I'm going to quickly show you guys a really frequently asked question, and it's how to change the background image of the actual client. So, this is easy. There's two ways to do it. With the ruse server and client, there's two images it looks for. One is the one that we put in our FTP, that's the one we put on our web host, and there's also one that's actually in the client. So we're going to look at how to change the one that's in the client because it's less than self-explanatory. So I've got a tutorial server here, and I'm also going to show you guys how to actually load this thing into Eclipse, so we can start using Eclipse as the IDE instead of Sublime Text, which really isn't good practice. So we're just going to go ahead and kick up Eclipse here. I will include a download link for Eclipse in the description, but you download it, you unzip it, and then you open it, and you'll be greeted with this. Now this is actually the easiest way to set it up, and it's the easiest way that I can think possible. What I do is I just make the select workspace this folder. So if I were to be like desktop/tutorial server, it'll actually look in this folder and start creating metadata and stuff like that. It's really cool. So whenever Eclipse actually loads up here, it'll have client and source already in the viewer, in the, how do you call it, in the workspace viewer. So we're just gonna let it kick up here. Guys, I really don't mind if you give me like tutorial requests. If I get enough of the same request, I'm going to do it because there's a need for it. And this was a really big kind of request, so here we are. So if you just go to Window and then go to, I think it's Show View. In fact, let's let this do its thing here. I did not mean to click that. So if you click this little plus big arrow here, it'll give you this here blank workspace Project Explorer. All you do is click this here button, search for Java. We're going to be doing a Java project, hit next. The first Java project that we're going to be doing is client. Now as you can see in here, it's already got the folder, so it's just going to pull from that folder. So we'll hit finish, we'll let that run. Remember, yes, it's fine. So now whenever this kind of closes, we can have a quick look at what's actually just happened. Here we are. You can see all the packages and stuff for the client, and if we hit run, it'll actually run the client. We want to run it as a Java application, and we want to use the default client package here, client. And now the client starts loading. Bingo. That was so easy. We can now close this. We can add a new one for the actual source file. Same again, Java project. This time we're going to type in source. It'll pull this folder. Hit finish. Let it run. Now we've got our source files in Eclipse. If we hit run on this one, we want to run it as a Java application. It'll start indexing them. This is the one we want to run it as game server. So if we just hit OK, we'll just proceed. An error has occurred. What is the error? Do you know what? I'm working on the client today, so I'm not even going to bother. But basically, this is the easiest way to edit your client. So now that we've got the client here, we can make some quick changes. The first thing we want to change, we're going to look for a certain string. We're going to look for dump. So if you just go to search, and we can search through all the files. We're going to do a file search containing dump. Let's go look through everything. And we're looking for, which one is it? Oh, it's the sprite loader, of course, right? So if we just open the sprite loader, search for in this document dump, we have found it. So in your sprite loader.java at line 91, you will see this. Now, what we're doing right now is what's called dumping the sprites. This is so we can edit the sprites in our favorite image editor. So if we just get rid of these little comment marks, bam, bam, you'll notice we'll actually get an error straight away. We actually need to import the file kind of Java thing. So if you actually just click on this little thing, I don't know what you would call that, the error marker, you can just do import file java.io. Double click that, and now the error is gone. If we actually hit run, it'll automatically save. I don't want to run the source. We're just going to get rid of this. Now if we run the client, always save resources. It's building the client. It's now launching. Now what this will have done is it will have actually created a new folder for you in your users. So if you go to ruse cache, you'll see the dump here. Now the dump will dump all of the little images that this program uses to display things. Okay, so I'm going to close this. I'm going to delete my whole cache, and I'm going to start it from afresh because that was my client. I didn't realize. So if we just run this again, it's running. Give me 2 seconds, I forgot to set up this client for the tutorial. Hey guys, I'm back. I fixed my client. So I'm going to quickly let it download the cache. I'm going to pause the video and come straight back. Well, actually it's downloading pretty quickly. I might just talk a little bit. What we're going to do in advance then is I'm going to open Photoshop, which is my editing sort of preference for stuff like this. So just let that open. Now, basically I just forgot to set up my everything, so we'll ignore that. But now we've got this piece of code working, so in theory, after this is finished downloading the cache and stuff, it should just dump the sprites for us in a folder. Here, in this, it'll let us play about with the pictures. So, we've got that loaded up. It just finished unpacking the graphics. So in here should be yeah, there we go. Now, the next part is we can close this, but I'm just going to let it do its thing. We can close this. We now have the dump folder. Now, what you're going to need is a packer. Now, I'm going to provide a download link to the packer that I use that works for me. Inside the packer folder that we just created, I'm going to make a new folder called sprites. We're going to take all of these, whoosh, and just drop them into here. So that'll take a second. We can close this, move this. So I'm going to give you guys this here packer that we're going to be using. Just rename that a small s just in case. So all the sprites have moved in. Now what this packer does is essentially scans this folder. It checks that there's images going from 0 to the highest number. All you do is click write cache and it makes it for you. So it's that easy. So what we're going to do is edit the sprites before we do that. So the login window is 594. As you can see, here's the sprites. Now the reason it's downloaded these ones is because they're the ones that I'm hosting. If we go to Photoshop now, shoop, and just pop that in there. Now what we can do is we can go to the internet and or in fact, you know what we can do, just because it's a tutorial, I'm just going to stick like a shape in here. What shapes have I made? Yeah, freaking big bit of smoke. What's this? We'll use this as well. Yeah, cool. In fact, we'll make this look like whatever this is. Yeah, that's awesome. That's our new logo. And then we're going to throw a big copyright in that because obviously we did such a good job on making this client. We want to make sure everyone knows that it's copyrighted. So I'm going to save this as a PNG just to my desktop. Now this is the important part. You have to save it as a PNG. Now This is still number 594. So I want to keep it as number 594 because whenever I drop it in here, it's going to replace this file. So I replace the file, go to 594. Now we can see the new 594 photo is this. Okay, so 594 is now this image. So if we close back into this folder, run the packer, this will open up the nice little interface here in just a second. Hopefully today. You need to close the packer and reopen it every time you make a change, just in case, because I know I've compiled it before and it hasn't worked. Now it might do this sometimes, I don't know why. I don't know why it does this. So I just open it again. Anyway, write the cache. Oh, it's giving me an error. If it gives you an error, you simply just delete this, close all the instances, and open it again. It will work, trust me. I'm a pro. Hit write cache. There we go. I did nothing special. I closed it and opened it again, and it worked. So I can now copy these sprite files into my ruse cache folder. Just drop it in there, replace it. So now the next time that I run the client, I'm going to show you this. The next time that I run the client, ta-da! It's our new client. It's got the background in. Yay! So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. It's so simple to change the background. I changed the box on mine and stuff, but I'll show you that another time. This video is too long already. Some people wanted to see the client that I've been making so far, so I'm just going to quickly show you that. In fact, it's going to pull the wrong background. Let me quickly delete those. Yeah, it just pulled the wrong background, but as you can see, so far the boxes work and stuff like that. It looks pretty good, I think. So yeah, and I just need to move this box. But apart from that, it's almost done. Yeah, if you guys have any sort of requests, just let me know. I'll be sure to have a look at them. Don't forget to look in ooh, I think I'm having a stroke. Don't forget to look in the description below for the download of this. I will also include in that download an empty sprites folder, just for you to, to make it easy for you guys. But yeah, it's that easy, guys. If you like the video, leave a comment, like it or whatever. I don't do Facebook or YouTube. Oh my God, I'm really struggling here to talk. So I'm just gonna zip up this here folder for you guys, and yeah, I'm gonna put it in the description. So thanks for watching, and peace.